Next topic. This creator won't forgive her mama. And we'll see why.
I appreciate you sending me money, but to be honest, Mom, that's all you've ever had. Money is not going to replace the love that you can't give me.
Okay, so what do you want me to do? I mean, what are you saying?
Let me live my life freely and allow me to be successful and to break the generational curse that you accidentally put on me. I forgive you. You didn't mean to do what you did. You are the way that you are because you went through a lot of trauma, but that wasn't my trauma to bear. And unfortunately, you manifested it into me. And after that betrayal, I'm never going to trust you again.
Okay. Okay, well, I was just calling to check on you, though. Because, I mean, everybody said they had panic, so I just, I still want to talk to you from time to time. If that's okay with you, or, now I won't bother you. I do try to text you, but you don't text me back. So that's why I called.
Yeah, that's because I spiritually released you. You're not my mom. I had to raise myself. I don't know you. I don't trust you. And I know this may hurt your feelings, but I just can't fake the funk anymore.
Okay, so from what I'm observing here, she is cutting ties with her mom and in public fashion. But she even showed us proof that her mom is sending her lots of money, but yet you still decide to cut ties anyways. They cut ties and take the money and run, and then go on TikTok to make more money off of this. Now, people will look at this and not see that these are shitty moves. All they're going to focus on is that she is saying that her mom had did her wrong in the past, but as an adult, she is moving shitty. These are all shitty moves that you need to pay attention to. Publicizing a private conversation and talking down to her mother without any prior context for us to see. So that's she's already lost points with me.
Okay. Okay, well, I hope you have a wonderful life, dear.
I will. God got me. I promise you that.
Okay.
All
right, then.
All right.
All right, bye.
And that's on no contact for the rest of my life.
I shouldn't have stopped it there, but anyways, so far she's not off to a good start. I have like two more clips to show, and let me see what we can get from those. So in this next clip, everybody who'd seen the first clip hit back at her, and she got a response from everyone, and now now she made another TikTok to explain why she was acting the way she was. And to me, honestly, I don't need no explanation. Shitty moves are shitty moves. I choose actions, not words.
My video of me going no contact with my mother went viral yesterday, and there's a couple comments that I want to address. Number one, if you abuse your kids, just say that. Because the way that the mothers were appropriating the abuse is crazy to me. Y'all are feeling sorry for the abuser and never the abused. Victim blaming is exactly why people stay stuck in a perpetual cycle of toxicity. Because y'all love to jump to the aid of abusers. That's just like when girls get raped. The first thing in the comments is, well, we don't believe you. We need proof. Girl, what? Me running away from home when I was a kid was proof. Me being suicidal in 7th grade was proof. Are you dumb?
So she's using a lot of manipulative language, and he is saying that her running away is proof. Like, dude, we weren't there. We didn't see all that. All we saw is this post. We didn't see any of that. So for all we care, we don't. For all we know, you can't be telling us the truth. How are you telling us this and expecting us to believe you? You're so far you're moving like a Me Too, and like everybody's supposed to just believe you just because you said it and you're a woman. Like, no, that's not the way it works.
The amount of emotional turmoil and abandonment a child has to go through to be thinking about unaliving themselves in 7th grade. I was 12. She is a covert narcissist, and y'all are falling for her performative softness. That's what covert narcissists do. They're not outwardly aggressive. They're not going to yell. They're not going to scream. They're going to pretend to play victim. They're going to weaponize your kindness against you. And
Stop again. But she is talking about her being performative. You're the only person we really see. Mama barely said anything. I got a minute and 40 clip of you having a phone call and you were doing most of the talking. Mama barely said anything, and you're the one saying that she got you some money. You proved it. And you're calling her the narcissist. These days, you gotta start, like, I don't know why it is that women don't call out other female narcissists.
pull strings of guilt out of you. That's what a covert narcissist does. I find it so funny that nobody in that comment section, except for the people who are aligned with me and was able to receive the message, none of y'all noticed that. Did she apologize? What child says that to their mother and the mom isn't like, I'm sorry, baby, what can we do to fix it? She didn't care. She was emotionless, cold, and empty like she's been my whole life. Did she take any accountability? I said that she betrayed me, and she just said, okay.
Oh, I have met many female narcissists before, and usually the goal of a narcissist is to get you to submit. She's looking for an apology from her mother. So she's trying to get her mom to submit. And so far, we have barely any context, just her running away from home. Guess what? Preteens, teenagers do stupid shit. They get very unruly and just do all kinds of things. I ran away from home when I was young at one point, but it was for like a few hours. Then I came to my senses. But this is this is just textbook teenager shit, if you ask me. I don't see any reason to see her as a victim or anything. She's trying to manipulate her audience. And some of the other things I see, she is definitely a problem child. Getting paid off.
What? Huh? And then number 3, she was sending me money from my block list. Do you understand the amount of desperation and guilt someone has to send money through a block list? I didn't even know you could do that. Of course I kept the money, silly. Like, she obviously sent it for reparations for abandoning me as a child. Why would I give the money back? Who the hell is giving back $10,000? Honestly, I should have got $50,000 because my trauma was worth way more than $10,000. And lastly, for all the people who get inspired by my videos, who have decided to no longer be a victim and become their own hero, it's okay to go no contact with your parents. Do not listen to these people. They always want to say honor thy mother and thy father. Y'all love to weaponize the Bible to appropriate your own sadistic needs and desires. Girl, bye. God also said, train up a child in the way that they should go and they will never depart from it, baby. I was raised in the church. I'm just not religious. And lastly, somebody else said, what God do you serve? You don't serve a God, you serve a demon. Oh, I rebuke that, first off. Secondly, I can tell you that my God is not a white man in a sky with long brown hair. I'll tell you that much.
Also, I don't disagree with her that you can go no contact with your parents. That's up to you. It's just it's a decision you're gonna have to live with for the rest of your life, right? But And no, like if she is so godly and so worldly, why is she not practicing forgiveness? I sense zero forgiveness in her heart. She hasn't said anything about trying to forgive her parents for this. She just released her mother, and that's it. But taking money at the same time. People, we need to learn how to like read these type of people. These type of people are not good people. She is trying to act like she's a good person, but she is not. And she will deny this to herself forever, constantly projecting her narcissism on others. And she is presently doing it to her mother.
Nobody is going to stop me from speaking my truth. My testimony is my truth. My testimony is me showing how to overcome obstacles, how to EFT tap, heal your nervous system, do somatic exercises, and reclaim the joy and innocence that was stolen from you as a child. My content is not going to be for everybody. I want the people that were broken. I want the people that were abandoned, raped, hurt, the people who didn't have a perfect childhood. Come to me because you're my target audience. I'm for the people who lost hope. I'm for the people who tried to commit suicide because the pain was so unbearable, baby. Okay? And if you're a mom who abuses your child, I can tell in the comments because you love to appropriate abusers. It's talking about I'm spoiled and I must be the only child. You're projecting. Baby, I have 2 siblings on my mom's side and 4 on my dad. You don't know me. You don't know my story. You haven't even bothered to scroll down my page. You just jumped.
Again, projecting and telling us that we don't know her, we don't know her story. Yeah, but you expect us to take your story in as fact just because you're telling us this. Sorry. There's going to be people out there that won't believe you and aren't stupid enough to just go by your words and one side of the story. It's glad there's still people out there that have sense.
To the comments off of one video. That's how I know y'all new here. Like, my people get it. The people that get it. End of story. And I'm not going to apologize for speaking my truth. No, I'm not sending her that money that she intentionally sent me from my blacklist. You sound dumb. No, I'm not going to feel bad for protecting my peace. No, and no again. And this is why I feel like God intentionally told me to start speaking my truth so I could be a beacon of light for other people. My authenticity is the very thing that gives other people permission to set themselves free. The way that y'all are acting in those comments is exactly why people say stuck in abuse. Because y'all love to blame the victim and protect the abuser. Bye.
Yeah, so she was saying that she's a beacon of hope for every person that's been abused. And this is like the worst thing ever for people that are in that state, unhealed. Because hurt the phrase hurt people applies here. She is indefinitely one of those types that will never recover from it unless she gets proper like help. And she is projecting all over the place right now because people are calling her out. Narcissists can't really they can't really do well with the accountability. She's not accountable for running away from home on her own. I mean, regardless of whether you were 12 years old, it's still a decision you decided to make. I made a decision to run away from home. I did that on my own. Nobody made me do it. So it's just little stuff like that. She's getting money from the block list and she's keeping it rather than like being godly and saying, you know what, this isn't right. I should talk to my mom or just not accept the money. I mean, how badly do you need it? Also, do you notice that like in both clips, she's not very well clothed. That's done on purpose. That is done on purpose. It's to get your attention. Get a guy's attention, get the lesbian's attention. And then hit you with the whammy of like of the story. That is done on purpose. Let's show you the next clip and you'll see what I'm talking about.
They know exactly what they're doing. They just hope that you're dumb enough to keep giving them a second chance. Yes, your kindness is being weaponized against you. Weaponized incompetence is when people pretend to be more stupid than what they really are. Trust me, we are all primitive beings and energetic creatures. We all can sense energy, okay? So anytime your intuition tells you that something is wrong, that someone doesn't like you, that this situation is sketchy, and you confront this person with that information, they're going to gaslight you. They're going to be like, it's not like that. I didn't mean it like that. You're dumb if you fall for that.
You not just like mention gaslighting. Like I think she just did it right there in front of you. Like this chick is playing in your face. I mean, look at the way she's dressed too. She could definitely put on something a little more decent. I mean, she's showing off that tattoo right here. She's got herself spread out nicely, wearing that pink negligee and all that. And it's nice. It's all nice, but I could see what she's doing. And it's just it's not working on me, but hey, she look good though. Can't lie. It's just most times these narcissists know how to like be pleasing to the eyes. Ain't no ugly narcissists though. Not too many of them. If they are, usually they found their victim and just run their course.
I'm sorry, I'm not trying to be mean because I was dumb too. They're weaponizing your kindness against you, darling. They're hoping that you keep on giving them the benefit of the doubt. Stop doing that. Be kind, not nice. Kind-hearted people have boundaries. Kind-hearted people are confrontational. They will call you out on your bullcrap. They speak up for themselves. They stand up for themselves. When they see a red flag, they go the other way. They don't sit there and just be like, oh, well, maybe things will change. When I tell you I have suffered so much heartache from trying to give people the benefit of the doubt until I started to weaponize my own mind and strengthen my own emotional regulation and emotional intelligence. I started to study human psychology and the human behavior. They know what they're doing. They know exactly what they're doing. And
also, another thing that I noticed with female narcissists, they all study psychology. They always do. And it's never like a full psych course. It's just like probably one class. They do well in it and they think now they can start messing with people's heads. They think they now understand human behavior in every facet of it. And no. They just try to do the most to like control you and make you feel like you're less than. They will use that psych course against you. They'll act like, oh, I've studied psychology and I know how you look when you lie or this and that, even though you're not even like lying. You're not doing anything wrong. They'll just find ways to like get in your head, get under your skin. So that's another thing I've always noticed about them.
intuition, you're abandoning yourself. If your intuition told you that something is wrong, that this person doesn't like you, that you feel like they're being passive aggressive, when I tell you you are never wrong, but you will be if you disobey your intuition. You are intentionally signing yourself up for heartache if you disobey your intuition. And if you have the audacity to ask this person to confirm what your intuition just told you, they're going to gaslight you. They're going to twist your words. They're going to make you not question your sanity, and then you're going to be in a repetitive pattern of narcissism and toxicity because you didn't trust yourself. But if you would have just trusted yourself the first time that your intuition told you something was wrong, me and you wouldn't be having this conversation right now. Because I felt spiritually guided to make this video. So I don't know who this is for, but I just make the video and I just trust and set intentions that it's going to reach whoever it needs to reach. But I love you. I'm not saying this in a harsh way. I'm saying this in I had to learn a lesson the hard way. This is coming from a former people pleaser. Now I'm a vigilante villain, bitch. So I know, okay? This was a great conversation, and I hope you use this information to your best advantage. Talk to you later. Bye.
All she's really talking about is like overthinking. She's basically explaining overthinking, and she's telling everybody that she doesn't know how to control it. But she's trying to make it sound like something more deep than it is. It really isn't that deep. It's just a lot of people overthinking and let their insecurities run the way they think. So yeah, I wouldn't trust this chick. This is just like wow. Anyways, she was a little bit triggering to me, but I'll get over it. Anyways, if you enjoyed the video, like, subscribe, to leave a comment if you think I missed anything. I feel like I missed a couple things, but definitely, definitely something. There's definitely a lot there to unpack.